UAE Vice President, Prime Minister and ruler of Dubai, His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, visited the Global Village, where he toured a number of pavilions. The ruler of Dubai toured the venue along with Ahmed Hussein, the CEO of Global Village, which showcases products, arts and culture at the national pavilions of 75 participating countries, with other senior officials. His Highness also started his visit by touring the Pavilion of Kuwait, which showcased the folklore and the national identity of the state of Kuwait, and was also briefed on the Yemeni Pavilion, also showcasing the country's folklore, clothing, and other national products. His Highness Sheikh Mohammed toured the pavilion of the Khalifa bin Zayed Al Nahyan Foundation, a major supportive entity for the Global Village's activities. Other pavilions visited by the ruler of Dubai included Iran, Saudi Arabia, Thailand, Egypt, and China, where he learned about their folklore and cultural heritage through the exhibited traditional products and art showcased. His Highness Sheikh Mohammed concluded his tour by visiting the Fazaa Yola Championship. And at the end of his tour, His Highness Sheikh Mohammed stressed that the UAE will continue to be the world's gateway and will never shut down for visitors, tourists, and investors, residents, brothers, or friends. The Dar Al Ber Society has contributed some 50 million dirhams to 51,412 poor and low-income families in the Emirate of Al over the last 10 years. According to the Emirates news agency UAM, official records show that the Low-Income Families Committee, LIFC, run by Dar Al Ber Society in Al has spent about 4,495,000 dirhams as study allowances for 1,774 students. These are added to around 16,157,000 dirhams contributed as fixed or regular aid to 6,841 low-income people and just over 8 million dirhams on 565 people or 67 people for maintaining their houses. Dar Al Ber officials were quoted in the report as stating that over 2.9 million dirhams have been given as medical assistance to 586 patients, and just over 15,000 people were gifted with foodstuff packages. They also added that about 1.5 million dirhams were spent on 321 orphans, and they had helped more than 200 people with basic electronic devices worth around 2,262,000 dirhams and 79 people with furniture valued at more than 1 million dirhams. Electricity has been supplied to 131 people and for 518,000 dirhams, and stationery allowances worth 280,000 dirhams were contributed to 760 students. LIFC officials said that the committee is geared up to dig and delve for decent poor families who refrain from requesting assistance and help them wherever they are in cooperation with the UAQ Education Zone and the Isa Saleh Gurg Charity Foundation. The UAE Ministry of Labor has announced that it will not be issuing new work permits to overseas workers or renew the current residence permits if an employer fails to provide a signed unified contract starting 2016. According to the Assistant Undersecretary for Labor Affairs at the Ministry, who was quoted in the Emirates news agency UAM as saying that the new measures implement 3 new decrees regulating the labor market, starting by unifying a contracts model approved by the Ministry for all Labor Relations. It was further added that employers face a 14-day deadline to complete signature procedures following the worker's entry into the country. If the worker complains of any delays, then the ministry allows him to seek a new offer. Under the new measures, it is no longer mandatory to include a medical report with job offers due to the electronic link with the public administrations of Residency and Foreigners Affairs. With regards to the contract renewal process, workers' signature is a prerequisite by the ministry to grant workers free will on whether to renew the contract after accepting the contract requirements or if they close to the end of the relationship. Dubai Courts has announced the launch of a new service called Qarib or Near, which allows personal status testimonies and notary authentication via video systems. According to the news agency WAM, Dubai Courts provides a service for testimonies in its branches in Al Barsha and Hatta, while the service for notary authentications is provided at the Hatta branch only during official daily work hours. Through the Qarib service, the testimony of witness in personal status transactions will be documented via the video system after verifying his or her identity, and the witnesses will not be required to attend the court headquarters or its branches. It was added that the new service also enables the notary in the headquarters to communicate with the client in the Hatta branch and verify the legality of the transaction and the identity of the applicant, from where he can complete the authentication procedures. According to the Director General of Dubai Courts, the launch of the new service is to expedite procedures of litigation, offer quick transaction in an accurate manner while providing world-class government services. Dubai Health Authority has announced that as part of their assistance program, Mosaadah, they have provided financial assistance worth 55 million dirhams in 2015 to patients who could not afford medical treatment. The figures were released in a press release where the authority also announced the launch of a volunteering program to provide moral support to patients with financial constraints. It was also revealed that the financial support program has helped patients with medical conditions such as burns, cardiac disease, and cancer, to name just a few. According to the authority, the volunteering program is a key part of the Mosaadah initiative, adding that they aim to reach out to both nationals and expatriates who require medical attention. Those interested in volunteering can apply online via the DHA website, and those interested in making the donations can call the representatives directly on 04-219-7474. According to DHA, applicants can also list their references, such as working with elderly, with children, or with those suffering from chronic conditions. The Higher Steering Committee of Pink Caravan, the Pan-UAE Breast Cancer Awareness Initiative by the Friends of Cancer Patients charity, has approved the organizational structure of the 6th edition of the Pink Caravan ride. According to a press release, the announcement happened during a recent meeting in Dubai, where the committee also approved the names of the subcommittees and their heads in preparation for the Pink Caravan Ride PCR launch in 2016. The meeting focused on the landmark achievements of the Pink Caravan during its 5th ride, in which 80 medical staff and 500 volunteers participated, as did 143 riders who traveled 242 kilometers across the country and worked in conjunction with 30 medical clinics across the Emirates. The Pink Caravan 2015 report summarized the milestones it has achieved in the past 5 years. Stated that the Pink Caravan has provided free breast cancer screenings to 36,332 people of all nationalities till date. Among these, 28,459 were women and 7,873 were men. The free examinations were offered to 13,953 Emirati women and men, and 20,456 expatriate residents, wherein 1 man and 27 women were diagnosed with breast cancer. Since its launch in 2011, the Pink Caravan's efforts have contributed to dispelling the myths surrounding breast cancer. It also played a significant role in reducing the incidence of breast cancer through free screenings offered across the UAE. With the fireworks on New Year's Eve expected to be a major attraction among residents and tourists, there is more good news, as the celebrations will continue for 20 minutes in a domino effect across Dubai. As per the plans, the 20-minute domino fireworks show will begin from downtown Dubai at midnight, lighting up the entire sky of Dubai all the way to Burj Al Arab at 12:09 a.m. and then to Jumeirah Beach residents at the beach for the finale at 12:16 a.m. Meanwhile, Atlantis will host a bigger-than-ever show synchronized to music spanning 10 minutes, besides a 10-second countdown to midnight to be marked by fireworks for each second before the actual fireworks begin. With the fireworks display at Burj Khalifa set to draw a huge crowd, authorities have also planned to allocate private pedestrian paths from the metro stations, including the Burj Khalifa station, for a distance of 850 meters, the financial center station to a distance of 1,550 meters, and from the Business Bay metro station across 1,500 meters. The pathways at Burj Khalifa and Business Bay metro stations have been reserved for invitees and families only. Authorities have encouraged the public to reach the spot earlier than usual on New Year's Eve and take public transport.